Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the Above the Clouds pod. This is episode 3. Yes, sir. I will be getting into it. Today, we are going to talk about some Dodgers. Otani is getting the start. Hopefully, they get the W. It should be a good game. They've been pulling in through, but we'll see. Got some interesting stats for y'all. Also, we're going to be talking about some NBA topics. The GMs, they have their annually surveys. We'll check on what they got to say about the state of the NBA and what they think is going to happen. I'll have my opinion about that. And at the end, I will be giving my NFL predictions on who's going to win this weekend's games. We will be doing all that. It should be good. I hope that you guys been liking my latest episodes. I've been trying my best. I think through time I will get better. I just gotta get comfortable, adjust more, and everything will work itself out. But I'm really glad that you guys joined me. Um, let's get into some baseball. Yes, sir. Otani is getting the start today. Let's see what he's got. He's been doing decent, but we need him to not, give up any runs early. Just let him be consistent. Let him be him. Let him be the great Otani that he is. That he is. Los Angeles Dodgers, man, they've been playing good. They're playing game 4. Actually, in a little bit, the Dodgers lead the series 3-0, and if they win, they will move on to the World Series. So far in this series, the top performer has been Mookie, the GOAT Betts. He has 23 doubles, 2 triples, 20 home runs, 82 RBIs, while hitting .258 for the Dodgers. That's pretty good. MVP status. Also, we got to give it props for Tommy Edman. He is 12 for 41. I know a lot of you guys are like, damn, but come on. All of us will be like 0 for 41. You know how hard it is to hit a baseball? He has a double, 2 home runs over the past 10 games. So come on, somebody. That guy is putting in work and more work in this game coming up. Hopefully they just close it and let's move on forward. In the past 10 games, quick past 10 games, the Dodgers have been 9-1. Their batting average has been two 205 251. Man, I messed that up. The Dodgers the past 10 games have been 9-1. Their batting average has been .251 and their ERA has been 2.5 2.45. Restart that. The last 10 games, the Dodgers have been 9-1 with .251 batting average, ERA 2.45, and they're outscoring their opponents by 19 points. They have been balling out. They have been having the best series so far. So far, so good for them boys in blue. They have been balling. They have been putting in work. And like I said, let's hope and let's keep on hoping that they keep on going and keep on staying hot because they have been playing lights out, man. But them Blue Jays, though, we gotta hope that they cool it down. Right now, they were losing 1-0, but now they're up 2-1. They're gonna start the seventh pretty soon, and let's hope that they don't they. I mean, one of those teams has to win the game. One of those teams has to win the series to play either the Dodgers or the Brewers. But let's just hope that Toronto does not go hot going into the World Series if they do end up coming back and winning this series. Um, Toronto has a lot of good players, like I've been saying these past few days, but the Dodgers got to get hot in that batting. Hopefully today the Dodgers could hit in like 10 runs. That'll be pretty cool because we need to see those bats get hot, like they've been doing lately. They cannot slow down and get in a slump. Imagine the Dodgers getting in a slump and not hitting nothing in the World Series. it will be horrible. It will be disgusting, and everybody in LA will be devastated. That's a fact. But yeah, the Dodgers are gonna play later on today, and we'll check in the next video. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, they're at the World Series, and we'll be celebrating. If not, we know we on to the next one and get that W. Job is not done, like the great Kobe Bryant said. And talking about Kobe Bryant, let's get into some NBA news. The NBA is about to start this upcoming week, and man, a lot of great matchups are gonna happen. A lot of great storylines are coming through. LeBron, always one of the main topics. LeBron's LeBron, KD, Curry. You know what's crazy? I've been listening to all these podcasts these past few days, and not one person. Now, I mean, a couple podcasts, but not one person has started off with OKC. OKC is going back to back. Shea's gonna win the MVP again. They are not talking about OKC at all. It's pretty insane, and they just won the championship. That's how you know the NBA needs big markets um, to make their money. But hey, small markets keep winning those chips. It don't matter to me. I just want any LA team to win a championship. You smell me? We cannot afford the Celtics or any other team to win a championship that is not from the City of Angels. But hopefully this year LeBron could get another championship ring. But yeah, let's get into these matchups on Tuesday. I will be doing a video before this, but on Tuesday we got Rockets versus Thunder, Warriors versus the Lakers, Cavaliers versus Knicks. That's gonna be on Wednesday. Tuesday is gonna be the first games. It's gonna be great matchups. I will go for the Thunder versus the Rockets. Thunder, I think they're still the underdogs, even though they're the champions, because people ain't not are not talking about them, and they got a squad. Like they're the only team that you could say that are legit from the beginning to the end. So I'll go for the Thunder. I don't the Rockets. I don't believe in them. They might prove me wrong. I don't even think they're thinking about me, but I don't think they are gonna win anything. And the second matchup on Tuesday is gonna be at 7. Lakers versus the Warriors. You know that those games usually are good battles between the Lakers and the Warriors. LeBron James is not gonna be playing in that game, so it's gonna be some Luca magic for sure. For sure, man. Luca is special. The Lakers, I can't believe they still got him. That trade was insane. Shams got like over like close to a billion retweets on Twitter. I'm over exaggerating, but it was crazy how many people retweeted and liked that tweet. Shams, that's the goal to be like Shams one day. Imagine Shams bomb and then a Henry bomb. Bah! Breaking the whole news all over the world. But yeah, let's get into this. The NBA GMs had a survey, and man, they voted for who will be the Kia MVP. Who do you guys think is going to be the Kia MVP? Go on the comments and let me know. But the survey, they got number one, they got Joker. 67% voted for Joker to win the MVP. Luca, 10% voted for him to be the MVP. Shea, 8%. Victor Wembanyama, 7%. And the rest that got votes was Giannis, Anthony Edwards, Donovan Mitchell, and they got, you guys want to know, like 3%, 2%, 1%. And last year, the favorite was Shea at 40%. So they're saying that Joker is going to run away with this MVP. Man, I don't know. I don't know about that one. If Wemby could like get the best record in the West, average a double double, right? Like let's say 28, 15. Now that's normal, right? All these guys doing it each and every day, and averages like more than 3 blocks, and has the Spurs in the number one seed, and they have the best record in the NBA. I'll go for Victor Wembanyama, but that boy Luca in LA, if he goes off, he lost a lot of weight, man. That guy, I don't know, he took some Ozempic or what, but he lost a lot of weight. That man, if he balls out like he was balling out over there in Europe, I wouldn't be surprised if he wins his first MVP. That man is a beast. I still can't believe the Lakers got him, man. I am still shocked, but hey, that's the life of the NBA. It's a business. At the end of the day, it's just a business. And they also asked the question, which one player acquisition will make the biggest impact this offseason? They voted number one, and I was just talking smack about this yesterday. Pretty crazy. Kevin Durant, Houston, 73%, 73% of the league says that's the best acquisition, that is going to take Houston over the hump. I guess I'm not a believer. I guess I'm not a professional. And I guess I might be wrong. But hey, if I'm right, I'm a genius. Jedi mind. Jedi mind. But yeah, the second one was Desmond Bain from the Orlando Magic. 17% voted for him. Also receiving votes was Cooper Flag. He's a rookie. Just got number one draft pick for the Dallas Mavericks. Drew Holiday for Portland. And Miles Turner for the Milwaukee Bucks. Miles Turner from Milwaukee makes sense. You know, open up the big. He's a shooter. Brooke Lopez just left to the Clippers. So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Cooper Flag, only 18 years old. I mean, the pressure for him to win, I don't know, is it big? Is it slim? I don't know if he has that pressure like LeBron James had when he was 18. They're saying he's like the best prospect since LeBron, so let's see if he lives up to the hype. But remember, he's just 18 years old, and he's already a grown man. It's pretty crazy. But to me, the Desmond Bain acquisition acquisition was the best one. I think he's gonna help Orlando go over the hump. I don't know about winning the NBA championship, but I know for sure that Desmond Bain is gonna have an impact on the team in a positive way. And Orlando Magic is gonna be the team in the East that surprised a lot of people. That's what I believe. Let's see if I get it right or if I get it wrong. Jedi mind, Jedi mind. But yeah, last year the best accusation, right? That the league voted was Paul George. How that go? How that go? Paul George, 60% voted last year that he was gonna take Philadelphia to a championship ring. I don't know. Last time I checked, we're still waiting for that ring. Am I lying or am I right? Or am I lying? Who knows? Paul George was a big disappointment, but yeah, he did the Clippers dirty, man. He stole Shea. Can't believe the Clippers fell for that trap. But that is what the GMs are talking about so far. I guess I don't really agree with the GMs and some of these um, questions that they ask them. So most of the time I go against them, and most of the time I'm right. I don't know why. Those guys get paid to do it. I don't get paid. Maybe we should switch jobs. But yeah, WWE man is going on right now. Cody Rhodes, he already addressed the situation with Seth Rollins. He said he is moving forward and he's gonna let Seth Rollins handle his business at Raw. You know what's been going on at Raw, man? He ain't got no help. He ain't got no partners. He has nobody by his side. Seth, you chose your friends wrong, brother. That's what you get for his last match. But WWE, I guess, chose a smaller venue. But they had over 60,000 people waiting to buy those tickets. That's wild. That's the impact that man had. for a whole generation. But last but not least, let's just get into these NFL pick'ems. Not pick'ems. Let's get into these NFL predictions. Um, I usually would always do this on a notebook with my brother since way back then. So now I'm just gonna do it with y'all. You know, I like to have fun with this because then we could come back next week and let's see who. If I beat America's vote and the casino vote, the Vegas vote, you know, Vegas has the odds that they who's gonna win and who's not gonna win. I'm gonna have my I'm gonna tell you their odds first, and then I'll go through my odds. And then next video on Monday, I'll we'll check back and see how I did versus the casinos and Vegas and America's vote. So we're gonna like, for example, the Bengals versus the Steelers, right? Um, the Steelers were supposed to win that game by a large margin. The Bengals won 33-31. Rams versus Rams versus the Jaguar. America has the Jaguars favorite. The Jaguars are favorite to win that game by 60%. Oof. And then I'm gonna be honest with you, the reason why they're probably doing that is because Jags have been there already. They're like they were trying to make the Jags like a London team, but they just started spreading it out through the whole league, sending better teams and others and stuff like that. So the Jaguars have been in London before. The LA Rams, they had to fly to Baltimore to stay at the Baltimore Stadium. They practice at the Baltimore Orioles Stadium, and they are gonna fly out tomorrow, Saturday. So they'll be there flying out today, Saturday. They're gonna be flying out on Saturday morning to get there because they don't want to be in London for so long. Maybe they found out a strategy. Maybe the Rams found out a way to make these trips work in their favor. The Jaguars are favored by in America. I am going for the Jaguars as well. I'm gonna go with the Jaguars just because I think the impact that Puka has for the Rams is huge, and Puka is not playing. Puka is not gonna play. And also we have the Bears versus the Saints. The Saints are favored 60%, while the Bears are not favored. 40% of America thinks the Bears, Vegas thinks that the Bears are not gonna win. I got the Bears. They're gonna spank the Saints, I think. My bad, JP. But I don't know. Maybe I think the Saints have something figured out in offense, but the way the Chicago Bears have it figured out, I think they got something special brewing over there. Then we got the Eagles versus the Vikings. Whoa, whoa. Let's get it. You know what we on. 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 The Eagles are favored 60%. The Vikings 40%. Everybody's taking the Eagles. And guess who else is taking the Eagles? Your boy, Fly Eagles Fly. They gotta get back on track. If they lose this game, not good news, brothers. Brothers and sisters. Not good news. And also the next game, see Seattle Seahawks versus the Texans. The Seattle Seahawks, man, I've been trying to tell y'all that defense is solid. Sam Darnold, the Minnesota Vikings are stupid for letting him go. That guy was a solid quarterback. I had no idea what they were thinking, but Sam Darnold is taking advantage of the opportunity. 61% of America is going for the Seattle Seahawks, and the Texans are not looking so good. Their defense, they're injury prone. They have a lot of things going not their way so far. So I'm going to go with the Seattle Seahawks. But don't be surprised if the Texans get a quick snatch win against Seattle. Then we got the game of the week, y'all. No, I'm just messing with y'all. The Panthers versus the Jets, bro. The Jets are trash. That's what they get for doing that boy Aaron Rodgers dirty. But yes, the Jets got the Panthers are favorite 64%. The Jets are not favorite at all in any game this year. So I am going to take the Jets actually. I'm actually going for the Jets this game. I think they're gonna come out with some hunger. They gotta win this game. They got a squad, man. They got a quarterback, got a receiver. They got a defense. They just have to figure it out. But they're going against a team that's hot and young. They're hot. They're young. They're rolling. They got that offensive clicking. That defense is hyped up. So, but I'm gonna be taking the Jets. America is taking the Panthers. And another game, a division rival game, the Commanders versus the Cowgirls. America has the Cowgirls 72%, which is wild. Which is wild because that boy Diggs, Trayvon Diggs, hurt his head playing around in his house. Got a concussion. He's out. So I will be going for the Commanders. Either way, I wish that both teams could take a L, but I will be going for the Commanders. And we got the Patriots, my bad, versus the Tennessee Titans. This is a revenge game for that boy, for that coach, Mike Vrabel. He used to coach the Tennessee Titans a few years ago, and he had them rolling. And they fired him after one losing season. That was very, very, very surprising for everybody because he was doing a great job. He had that team, that culture building, and out of nowhere, gone. But now he's with the Patriots. So, in my opinion, Patriots gonna whoop that real quick. Belter, you know what I mean? So I got the Patriots winning that game, and we got the Broncos versus that boy Scottaboo, the Giants. That boy Scottaboo is something else, man. He better calm down. He's gonna end up getting multiple concussions. But I will be going for the Broncos. I think the Broncos defense and that boy Bo Nix is going to go off and expose that Giants defense that the Eagles were supposed to drop 40 on. But it is what it is. We move forward to the next game. I'm going for the Lions. I think the Lions are going to come through. Gibbs is going to have a field day. Um, Goff is going to get the ball out real quick. I feel like the Bucks are too hurt to get this W. And one of the games that we should look into, but is very lopsided, is the Colts versus the Chargers. The Colts are favored 82% versus the LA Dodgers, which is insane. I said the Dodgers, which is the LA Chargers. You see, that's how much the Dodgers are on my mind. The game's about to start right now. But the Colts versus the Chargers, yeah, man, 82% going for the Colts. And guess who else is going for the Colts? Me. I don't know. Danny Dimes is hot right now. Jonathan Taylor, the best running back in the league. That defense is looking solid. They got returning players coming back from injury, and the Chargers offensive line is on and off. Man, I don't know what to expect with them. So I am going for the Colts. The games that I didn't give my picks for. The Raiders versus the Chiefs. The Chiefs are favorite to win that game. And they also, it's crazy how they just won these past few games. They're favored to win the Super Bowl. Can you believe that? The Chiefs are favored to win the Super Bowl again. And Patrick Mahomes is favored to win the MVP. Ain't that something how things change in the NFL? And then they lose the next three games, guess what? Those odds are going to change. This season is a roller coaster. I can tell you that much. Also, the game that I didn't pick was Green Bay Packers versus the Arizona Cardinals. I am rooting for the Packers. I'm taking the Packers. Arizona, tough loss, but you never know. I think that game is gonna be surprising. It's gonna be a close one. It's gonna go down to the wire. Um, Packers have to figure it out. Their defense is a little sloppy, a little nappy. So let's see what happens. But Jordan Love has to figure it out. Josh Jacobs has to get going for the Packers. But I got the Packers winning. America has the Packers winning as well. The next two more in the Bills. See, I got confused. Baltimore and Bills. They have a bye week, so we won't be seeing them.